Good afternoon from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's Tuesday, the 14th of July 2026, and in France it is Bastille Day. Vive la Révolution. It's 12:36 p.m. and I think I said that already, didn't I? And it's a lovely day in the garden. I thought I'll put my little birdie boys outside. Little Bo's struggling with a sore eye again. I'm a bit worried about that. Anyway, Kemi's preening happily, and a bit of fresh air and sunshine will do us all the power of good. So I thought I would continue with reading The Essential Spike Milligan, Chapter 2, Cracking Up. The Goon Show, 1956, Series 7, Program 9. The Mystery of the Fake Neddy Seagoons, broadcast on 29th of November, 1956. This show comes from a series when the Goons were at the height of their popularity. It was co-scripted with Larry Stevens and is reproduced here for the first time. Bill, this is the BBC Home Office. Something follows almost immediately. Grams, series of sounds indicating a metal machine falling to pieces, bit by bit, at irritating intervals. A bit like my mental state right now. Sounds missed very widely, all ends with duck call, also on Grams. Harry, they don't make things like that anymore. Bill, what is it, Mr. Seagoon? Harry? Sorry, what was it, Mr. Seagoon? Harry? Me. Bill, you mean that at one time they were mass-producing Neddy Seagoons? Harry, only a limited number for connoisseurs. You see, at that time, there were only a limited number of connoisseurs. Bill, are you implying that there are other Ned Seagoons in existence? Harry, yes, but there's only one signed original. Bill, who owns that? Harry, my wife. Grams, fast chattering of woman's voice at high speed. Harry, coming, dear, whispering, I'm the master, really. Bill, whispering back cynically, yes, I'm sure you are, dear. Harry, stop taking the mickey. I'm the funny man. I get the laughs in this show. Watch. Grams, roars of laughter, several female hysterical shrieks. Believe the recorded laughter used before Laughter Maker's program would be ideal. Bill, Mr. Seagoon, pull your trousers up at once. This is not ITV television. Now, if you'll just shave your head and put on this bald ginger wig, you'll be ready for your part in Harry. Quiet. What-whatting going on behind? Bill, the great art mystery, the case of the mystery of the fake Neddy Seagoon. Don't you like the noise of that truck backing up? No, it's a weird noise, isn't it? Yes, my little birdie boys. Orchestra, dramatic, mysterious chords. Thin or fine. I'll never forget the day I met Neddy. The golden morning sunlight was bathing the Devon Hills as he made his way through a reeking slum alley off Lyle Street. Harry hums to himself. By the dustbins of Rome, I met her. By the dustbins. Effects dustbin lid being lifted. Spike, pussycat, Harry, dry. Percy Edwards' impression of a cat done by Spike Milligan. Here, pussy, a fishbone for you and one for me. Gulps. Grams, sound of fish pond. Fishbone, descending gullet. Suggests knife running down sandpaper with various additions. Bill, over. Listeners, the sound you are hearing is the fishbone actually passing down Mr. Seagoon's gullet on its way south. Only with the modern miracle of wireless is this possible. We now return to you, to the speaking end of Seagoon. Harry, burp. That's better. Now see what dainty moral there is inferred. Effects, lid off. Harry, pooh. Moriarty, go away, this rubbish is reserved for members of Rowton House. Harry, what are you doing in this dustbin? Fine. We're waiting for the next delivery. Harry, I have the fishing rights for all these bins, I tell you. Out you get. Moriarty, sapristi nobblers, take that. FX loud wallop. Harry, toothless. Ow, you devil of the dustbins. Fine. Neddy, how dare you strike Moriarty in his army boot with the full force of your teeth? Don't mention fucking teeth to me right now. I will explode. Don't mention AGL Energy and Gas Company either. Don't mention the revolution. Don't mention anything. Eccles. What's going on here? Fine, nothing. Eccles. Oh, well, I'll clear off then. Bill. The part of the mysterious stranger was played by Eccles. The rest of him was played by Ravitch and Landauer. Harry, going off. All of you, clear off from these dustbins. Go on, shoo. Fine, on quietly. Moriarty, I've just recognised him. He's a Neddy Seagoon. Moriarty. Ow! Fine. If he's an original Neddy Seagoon, he's worth a fortune. Aloud. Neddy? Harry, approaching, toothless. What? Fine. Neddy, we owe you an apology. Allow me to reset your teeth free of charge. Orchestra. Quick hot break on the xylophone ending with gliss and do upwards. Harry. Ta. Moriarty. Neddy, let us escort you into your rightful dustbin. Effects. Swanee, whistle up, loud clang of dustbin, lid banged down. Are you happy there, little Bo? You are, aren't you, little baby boy? Chewing on his bits of wood. Chewing happily. Fine. Got him. Harry muffled. Let me out. Fine. Let's go and get the car from somebody's garage and take him to an art expert for cleaning and restoring. Moriarty. Going. Oh-wee. Money, the Grisby. Grams. 2 whoosh, whooshes off. Harry, on. Curse, trapped inside a dark donk dustbin. But wait. There's somebody in the dustbin with me. He's coming over. I'll pretend I haven't seen him. Grams. Footsteps on slight echo, approach from distance and stop. Eccles. Hello, Harry. It's the famous Eccles. Eccles. It's the famous Eccles. Harry. How did you get in this dustbin? Eccles. I got influence. I know the man on the door. It's very handy to know the men that work the door to entrances to Dungeons and Dragons and hellscapes from... Never mind. Harry, then you can help me get out of here. Eccles. Get out? Who wants to get out of a place like this? This is living. I never had it so good. Harry. Shh. Listen. Eccles. What? Harry. Look, dear listeners, through the bead curtains of the dustbin, I saw a large dust cart draw up outside. To the sound of silent bugles, 2 dustmen slid to the ground and rowed themselves towards us. Eccles. Yeah, what's the WVS dustbin collect? Sorry, that's. I never used to mix up the word what and that. I don't know what's happening to my brain. Oh well, I guess it's part of the dying process, isn't it? Dear Goddess. At this rate, I'm going to end up with dementia like my fucking mother and sit in my own shit and piss and be starved and fed mush. Sorry, but I lived through that with my mother, so not something I really want to manifest, quite frankly. Besides, I've been forced to live in other people's shit for decades, so ergo, I'm going through a phase in my life where I'm just angry. So angry at everything and everything. Anyway, let us continue. It's a beautiful, blessed day, and just maybe life can still be beautiful. Somewhere, somehow, for someone. Eccles. Yeah, that's the WVS Dustbin Collection Society. Harry. Really? What's that for? Eccles. They make parcels of rubbish up for the poor peoples of Acton. Harry. What for? Eccles. What for? There's people in Acton who can't afford a rubbish of their own. Very Jungian bloody synchronous this is. Harry. Even as Eccles spoke, our bin was hoisted aboard the ghostly dust cart and driven away to the sound of Max Geldray. Max Geldray Orchestra. Buddha. Applause. Max off. Fading yell. Grams. Heavy splash. Bill. That was Max Geldray playing an entrechat on an unloaded seagull. Next week, 50 years of song, arranged for Wardrobe and Ernest Longstaff. Book your teeth early, and now we return to you. It's like being haunted, isn't it? It's actually quite comical. It's bizarre but comical. And now we return you to a certain type of entertainment. Orchestra. Last 8 bars, Limehouse Blues played in fast 2/4 time. Henry. Minnie. Where are you, buddy? Hen. I'm trapped behind the rosewood piano. Min. Oh dear. Which rosewood piano are you behind, Henry? Hen. Which? How many rosewood pianos have we got? Min. I'll count them. 68, Henry. Hen. That's the one. I'm behind one of them. Min. Keep still. Heave. Ad-lib efforts over. Effects moving piano, jangling of strings, booming vibrations, heavy bangs, thuds, etc. Min. There you are. You can come out now, Hen. Ow, ow, oh. Hen. What's the matter, Min? Min. You're not behind this piano, Henry. Hen. Oh dear, you'd better find me soon or I'll pass out. FX knock on door. Hen. I'll get it, Bibby. Min. Okay, Ben. I wonder how many people will recognise that impression, Henry. I have no idea what that reference is. Even though I paused and chuckled slightly, it was more in confusion than in cognition. That's how they get you, keep you in a state of confusion, people of Earth. Be very aware of that. It's one of their little spike protein games. It's vile beyond belief. Are we still filming? Yes. Okay, Ben, I wonder how many will recognise that impression, Henry. Effects, door opens. What is it, gentlemen? Spriggs. Pardon me, sir. I have a load of rubbish outside. Hen. It's a music publisher, Min. Spriggs. You don't understand, sir. And Morris Berman. What I mean is, we have a dustbin of selected rubbish, especially for you, the poor people of Acton. Hen. You mean it's free? Spriggs. Not a penny piece to pay. Hen. Oh. Min. At least we can look our neighbours in the face. We've got our own rubbish. Hen. Would you just leave it in the hall here, Mr. Man? Min. You must excuse the mess, sir, but we've got us in. FX, dustbin lids. Spriggs, efforts. There, madame. There's plenty more where that came from. England's getting back on her feet, I tell you. A good day. FX door closes. Hen. Oh, look, Min. Our own rubbish at last. Min. Where shall we put it, Henry? Hen. On the mantelpiece, Min, where people can see it. Harry. Very muffled gabble. Min. The rubbish spoke, Henry. Hen. It's not dead yet, Min. Loud. It's still ponging. Come out from inside, you coward. Come out and fight, Minnie Bannister. Effects loud of dustbin off. Harry. Please help me. Eccles. Please help him. Harry. I've been kidnapped. Eccles. He's been Harry. Shut up, Eccles. Eccles. Shut up, Eccles. Eccles needs to derive some self-esteem, doesn't he? Which when you get self-esteem and you try to make reasonable claims for your most reasonable rights, you get crushed by the machinery of hate that is AGL. birth, deaths and marriages and anyone else you have to interact with to get through your fucking day. It's quite deliberate. It's quite deliberate targeting. But here we are in the garden at Titania's realm, not giving out zero fucks. They can all fuck off at this stage. All of them. All of them. Right. Pretty boys. What are we going to do with my pretty boys? We can enjoy the garden. Yes. Don't try and lie your way out of this. You're our rubbish. Oh, poor Eccles. It's not very nice, is it? It's how I've been treated too. Like I'm some sort of dirty rag for every low-life entity to wipe their feet on. You've wiped your feet on me for the very last time, people of Earth. The very last time. Moriarty, nobody move. We've got him. Grit pipe? Grit pupe? I don't know how to pronounce that. Grytpipe. I suspect it's Welsh. Fine. Yes, Neddy. Don't try anything funny. We want the laughs here. Get inside that piano. Harry. But I'm not musical. Fine. I know. I've bought your records. Harry? What? Moriarty. Sapristi. Stop the joking. Get inside that piano. Harry. No. It might be infectious. Fine. Don't worry. I'll drive. Harry. I was forced at postural punt into the back of the piano and driven away at breakneck speed by a driver with a broken neck. Sounds like the state of our Queensland government right now. Grams. Car starting up very fast with overlay of piano playing at high speed. Fade under. Moriarty. Faster, Grytpipe. Can't this piano go any faster? Fine. No, I'm out of practice. I haven't played in years. Grams. Distant police gonging approaching. Harry. I'm saved. We're being gonged by a police piano. Grams. Piano/car pulls up suddenly. Gonging stops. Music saxophone. Policeman's holiday. Moriarty. Sapristi. Here comes a police saxophonist. Fine. Yes, keep Seagoon covered with this copy of Chopin's Nocturne. Harry. You devil. You know I don't know it. Bass. Approaching. Hello. What's going on here? Do you know you're breaking the law? Fine. What's the charge? Bass. Playing the piano on the wrong side of the street. Fined £5. Fine. Well, naturally it's a French piano. Bass. Then the fine will be 500 francs. FX too. Bass. Merci. And here's an aerial photograph of a receipt. Orchestra. Ta-ra, thin chord symbol. Bill. Part 3, in which Neddy is taken to an art expert's to discover whether or not he is an original Seagoon. Over then to the expert. Orchestra. Blood knock theme. Blood. Ay, ah, what? Blood. Oh, gu. Ayolalalalalala. Never again. Now, Abdul? Abdul. Yes, Major. Blood. Here are those export masterpieces for the Americas. Just check this list. Original portrait of Miss Marilyn Monroe by Michael Angelo. Abdul. Ha! Blood. President Eisenhower by Gainsborough. Abdul. Gainsborough by President Eisenhower. Blood. Good. Vincent van Gogh by Kirk Douglas. R.A. What's he doing in the artillery? Abdul. Making a film. Blood. Oh. Grams. Whistle, triangle, bass drum, splash, gong, duck call, all done at even tempo. Blood. Answer the door, Abdul. Abdul. Ha! Grams. A great furious opening of about 20 doors in rapid succession. Fine. Thank you. Novice of burglars. Moriarty. Blood knock. We want you to see if this is an original Seagoon. Harry. What? You're going to examine me? Blood. Only downwind. Now, as with all oil paintings like this. What? I'm no oil painting? Blood. I'll say you're not. We must first remove the layers of centuries of dirt and grime. Harry. What? Blood. Ceylon. Painting. Harry. I tell you there's no need for this. I am the original Neddy Seagoon. I've got the signature on my bottom left-hand corner. Blood. Whose? Harry. My father's. Blood. Let me see. Effects. Rip of cloth. Harry. Oops. Blood. Reads. Fred Seagoon. Yes, the signature's genuine. But wait. Your bottom left-hand corner looks a forgery. Harry. It can't be. I use my bottom left-hand corner every day. Blood. We'll soon see. Quick, get him in this bath of turpentine. Grams. Splash. Harry. Ooh. Followed by a bubble. Blood. Now, while he's soaking, let's listen to this oil painting of Ray Ellington. Ellington Quartet. It's all right with me. Grams. Hammer chipping on a stone. Bill. The sound you are hearing, folks, is Major Bloodnock chipping away the outer layer of the Neddy Seagoon in question. Harry. Oops, mind what you're doing down there, Bloodnock. Blood. Ceylon, gentlemen, and Moriarty. Moriarty. Ow! Blood. After extensive tests, I removed Seagoon's outer layer, and guess what I found underneath? A portrait of a man in his underwear. Gentlemen, this Neddy Seagoon is a forgery. Harry. Me? A forgery? This is a trick, a plot, a plit, a chock, a plick, a jot. I'm Seddy Negoon. I'll say that again. It's a kick, a plock. I'm Geggy Seagoon. Bill. May I help? Harry. A trained talker. Proceed. Bill. Thank you. Loud. It's a trick, a plot. I'm Neddy Seagoon. Effects clang of dustbin lid down. Fine. Got him. Moriarty. Well done, Great Pipe. So, Wallace Greenslade is the original Neddy Seagoon, overpainted with a portrait of a BBC announcer. Blood. Yes, It takes years to remove all those layers of green slading. Harry, I tell you, I am the original Neddy Seagoon. Blood. Nonsense. You're only a head and shoulders. Harry, I'm a full-length portrait. Blood. No, man, your size could be a full length. Harry, well, I was 6'3" as a child when I was young, but I was struck by a lift. Moriarty, wait a minute. If you're an original, why are you such a funny shape? Harry, dry. I was done by Picasso. Thin, Bloodnock. We'll take Greenslade to the only man who can tell us whether he's an original Greenslade or a fake Seagoon. Harry, who's that? Thine. John Snag. Orchestra. Thin chord, choked cymbal. I'm freaking out because my washing machine's getting very old and it's starting to run everywhere, and my air conditioning needs repairs and I can't afford it. Freaking the fuck out. It'll have to be repaired before summer comes. I can't survive our Queensland summers without air conditioning. So I spent all night worrying about that. You know, I mean, it's still sort of working, but it's making very extraordinary noises, which, if it continues on in that vein, it will break completely down. And a new one's about $3,000. Everything's on the other side of $2,000 to $3,000, and it's getting very humbling and very frightening indeed. And frankly, after the fiasco in the games played by AGL, trying to get my refund, which I was going to put towards repairing the now defunct air conditioner, I'm having a nervous breakdown because nothing works and there's no respect, and it's all dystopian and ugly indeed. So I'm just trying not to show it, people of Earth, but I'm actually in deep distress right now. But it is what it is. I guess I lived without an air conditioner I've had it for 6 years, so I lived without one for 17 years. I guess I'll just have to survive. The only thing I worry about is the birds dying of the extreme heat we get in summer. Anyway, I'll have to figure out a way around things. Frankly, at this stage of life, when even dentistry is just so extremely exorbitant that I just can't survive anymore. There really is only one answer, and I'm holding off because I'm always Pollyanna and always hopeful and live in fairyland that life will get better for me. And do you know what? It's always a kind of a slow striptease where I'm lured into a false sense that life will get better, and then it's ripped away from me by evil people. I'm done. I'm just done. Had a lifetime of that, and I'm done. Anyway, on a happy note, because denial's a long river in Africa, and just do something pleasant with my life. Moriarty, that Greenslade was a fake. After we removed the layers of Greenslade, look what we found underneath. Effects, dustbin lid up, blue bottle. Hello, Captain. Harry, good heavens, a genuine blue bottle by El Greco. BB, yes, Jim El Greco of Finchley. I'm going to be hung in the National Gallery. Harry, splendid. I must get tickets. So, you were the person behind Greenslade? BB, I was the brains. I was just using his large type front and posh type talking to work my way to a position of importance in the BBC. Harry, silly. There are no positions of importance in the BBC. Moriarty, sapristi. The question is, where is the original Neddy Seagoon? BB, short for blue bottle. My aunt's got an original Neddy Seagoon. Moriarty, ow, 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 ow. Little friend of man, little nice cardboard mate. If I give you this quarter of Dolly mixtures, would you show me this original? BB, magic. Cool, Dolly mixture, thinks. With that quarter of Dolly mixture, I can show him the original thing. Follow me. Orchestra. Ta-ra, thin chord, cymbal crash. BB, part 2. Effects. Knock on door. Door opens. Fine. Good evening, madame. We understand you have an original. Min. Oh, come in, I'll. BB. Hello, Auntie Min. Min. Young bottle. Why aren't you at school? BB. It's broken up for the winter. They're using it as firewood. Min. Oh, I love those old Etonian customs. Fine. Restraint and patience. Ah, yes, madame. Could we inspect the original? Min. I don't know where Henry put it. BB. Never mind. I know where it is. In this dustbin. Effects. Dustbin lid off. Eccles. Hello. Fine. This idiot isn't an original Seagoon. Eccles. This idiot is the famous Eccles. Blood. Wait a minute. I recognise that thin veneer. Quick, get him behind this X-ray screen. Effects. Electric buzzer. Continuous sound. Blood. And just as I thought, he's had a plate of porridge for breakfast. Harry. Aside. Feed line. Aloud. How do you know? Blood. I can see the plate. Quick, chuck him in this bath of turpentine. Grams. Splash. Eccles. Help. Oh, here. Grams. Splash. Eccles. Oh, here. Help. Grams. Splash. And then pre-recording. Grams. Harry. Ooh, help. Blood. Look, just as I thought, the Eccles has washed away, revealing an original Neddy Seagoon by Elder the Bruegel. Harry. Rubbish. That man is not an original Seagoon. Grams. Harry. I'll have you know I am. Harry. What? Grams. Harry, please don't do that full face. Harry. I can prove I'm the original Seagoon. Listen. Sings brief, fast scale. Grams. Harry, I can prove I'm the original Seagoon. Listen. Sings brief, fast scale. Oh, we did that, didn't we? All right, we did that. We don't start that again. Grams. Harry sings same thing much higher. Both Harry and or Grams start arguing and singing wildly. Blood. Stop. Now, stand side by side. And now, listeners, take a good look and decide which one you think is the genuine Neddy Seagoon. The end follows almost immediately. A good night, muttering, going off. I don't know how we get away with it. Orchestra, lucky strike. During closing announcements, Bluebow echoes Bill. Bill, over music. And that was The Goon Show, a BBC recorded program featuring Peter Sellers, Harry Seacombe and Spike Milligan with the Ray Ellington Quartet, Max Geldray and the orchestra conducted by Wally Stott, a script by Spike Milligan and Larry Stevens. Announcer Wallace Greenslade. The program was produced by Pat Dixon. Orchestra SIG, tune up to end 1.50. Whatever that means, I guess you have to be in an orchestra to know. Applause. Max and Quartet, Stompin' at the Savoy, 1.10. I have no idea what half of that meant, but I'm quite sure neither do you. So we're in this together, people of Earth. Right. The next page is a poem. Silly Verse for Kids, 1963. And I'll just show you the rather spiky and cute little drawing that he's made. A man in a very tall top hat with a shady umbrella above the hat, wearing a gold watch, pocket watch. I think it's a pocket watch, some kind of chain leading to his pocket. He hasn't shaved and he's holding on to very long sticks which form his lower body, culminating in boots, and again sporting a candle in one hand, what looks like, don't know what that is on the other, and a long chain. I think they're meant to be stilts he's standing on, actually. Anyway, it's a very unusual little quirky little design, but it's not my design. The Bongaloo, Soldier Freddy. What you doing, Kermie boy? What you doing, Bobo boy? You've been biddies. I know, you've been the best possible birdies you can be. Yes, the mama tea. We loves the sunshine, we does. The Bongaloo. What is a Bongaloo, Daddy? A Bongaloo's son, said I. It's a tall bag of cheese, plus a Chinaman's knees, and the leg of a nanny goat's eye. How strange is a Bongaloo, Daddy? As strange, I replied. When the sun's in the west, it appears in a vest, sailing out with the noonday tide. What shape is a Bongaloo, Daddy? The shape, my son, I'll explain. It's tall around the nose, which continually grows in the general direction of Spain. Are you sure there's a Bongaloo, Daddy? Am I sure, my son? Said I. Why, I've seen it, not quite, on a dark, sunny night. Do you think that I'd tell you a lie? No, but AGL does, constantly. Filthy they are, absolutely filthy. All right. The Soldier Freddy, and I knew there was something wrong from the first time I applied for that refund. Just the way the woman was squealing with glee, knowing she'd fucked me over. I kept contacting them every few days. I thought there's something wrong with this picture. And as usual, I was, alas and alack, right. This is how they drive people to the edge of reason and to suicide. It's deliberate. It's quite deliberate. I'm only staying alive just to serve to piss certain people and organisations and governments right off. It's pointless though, isn't it? It's really quite pointless. Staying alive just as a mere act of defiance, people of Earth. It's utterly pointless, but that's how they grind you down, whittle you down, torture you into your own evisceration. And then, when you finally give up the ghost, kick their heels up and laugh about it endlessly until they prey on the next person they falsely perceive to be a victim. The Soldier Freddy. The Soldier Freddy was never ready, but Soldier Neddy, unlike Freddy, was always ready and steady. That's why, when Soldier Neddy is outside Buckingham Palace on guard in the pouring rain, wind and rain, being steady and ready, Freddy is home in beddy, which seems quite reasonable. And here's some cartoons he's drawn of Neddy, who's outside being what appears to be a beefeater in the British regiment, while underneath Freddy is languishing in bed, biding time until he dies. Well, we've all been there, haven't we, people of Earth? Well, I have anyway. His little guardhouse is toppled over. He's lying there with a stick to support foot drawn in wrong position. I mean, really, what a delightful mind. Why can't I be with a man with a delightful mind instead of those mouth-breathing, fuck-knuckled fucking twerps that I kept drawing into my life? One would want to know why that was. Apart from ancestral, intergenerational, cumulative trauma, it's the only reason that makes sense, really, because not one of it makes sense, people of Earth. Can you believe AGL employs mouth breathers who delight in playing psychological operation games about money with their customers? Can you believe that? It's happened so many times that it's a verifiable fact now. It's no longer, I used to think years ago that it was paranoia, but yet again, proof, evidence, quite clear and obvious as blind Freddy and nose on his face. What do the trees say? You don't need money, Mama T, you've got us. Well, I do actually. I need to buy food and I need to sort things out. A Dustbin of Milligan in 1969. The great man. My uncle Bertram Twit was a great man. He told me so himself. One can't argue with facts like that. He was a tall, handsome, cross-eyed man with eczema. He walked with a pronounced limp, L-I-M-P, pronounced limp. I was 5 at the time. Uncle Bertram was plagued with a bald head. It happened when he was 21. I was wounded in the head whilst fighting Turco-Arab forces in Mesopotamia, and my hair fell out, he told me. Latterly I discovered that he went bald naturally, but that was too ordinary for a great man. Hope came to him when the family were living in Pune. Uncle Bertram was approached by a Mr. Panchali Lal Kaka, a Hindu holy man. For 10 rupees, he guaranteed to cure my uncle's bald head of baldness. The treatment involved my uncle sitting naked in a darkened room with a mixture of cow dung, saffron and treacle spread on his head. "Stay in there 3 days, sir," said the holy man. It didn't work. My uncle hit the holy man with my brother's christening mug. How very Christian of him. I was now 7. My uncle took to wearing a toupee. One day, my uncle said, Nephew, there are many wicked landlords in this world. Come, I must teach you to shoot." He thrust a great Mauser rifle at me. He put me in a bush overlooking a dried-up monsoon lake. He ran from boulder to boulder, and I fired blank cartridges at him, and he returned the fire with an old Arab pistol. Now the crows and hawks of India are much angered by rifle fire, which is usually directed at them. They took to diving on my uncle. As he disappeared behind a rock, a great hawk dived after him. It reappeared, clutching something in its talons. Uncle appeared a second later, revealing a clawed, bald head and swearing above and beyond the call of normality. He threw rocks, sticks, clods, one of his shoes, and discharged his pistol, but the hawk flew beyond the reach of the great man. That evening, wearing a handkerchief knotted around his heavily iodined head, he wrote a letter to England ordering a fresh wig and a powerful adhesive glue. For days after, he roamed the countryside with a pair of binoculars and a ladder. He searched every hawk's nest for 50 square miles around, but alas, never did he find that wig, and never again did we play at shooting. Years later, an Indian naturalist reported a strange find, a hawk's nest made from a wig. Stranger still, it wasn't my uncle's. I was 11 at that time. Right, I'm really not feeling very well, people of Earth. I'm going through some terrible torment and turmoil and turbulence and tribulations and trials, and hoping to come out of it all quite triumphant. So I bid you good afternoon, people of Earth. Have a beautiful day in the space-time continuum wherever you find yourselves. Stay happy, stay blessed, stay wild and stay free. And when and if at all possible, live your life on your own and your best terms, with harm to none and competition with none, so it is done. Bye for now.